What's poppin' people, it's your boy Zero, aka Black, Natsuki, Subaru, and today we are here with another reading of ReZero Arc 9. We are on chapter 47. Now, what I did want to say before, I did a pre-recording and I went for like a good 2 minutes just like gapping, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, my volume's off.
Good morning.
That was the wrong video. Let me see. But suffice to say, I am going to try to make sure that consistently moving forward, we will have weekly uploads. Now, the thing is, I know that I've gotten like a little bit behind on the ReZero chapter readings, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that I'm behind because they're like, when I get caught up with the main line, I'm just like, okay, shit, I can just go to the, to like the side stories and they're going to be fine. They're gonna be great. But when you're going off of the momentum of like the mainline shit, it's like, where do you start with the side stories? Because there's so many. And also, we do have to finish reading all of the like if chapters. Although I want to make, dude, I want to make my channel very anime only friendly. Not saying that I'm only going to cater to the anime onlys, but I would like more anime onlys to be able to watch the content. Not saying that there's a crazy disparate, like spirited amount of anime onlys versus, my readers, but I mean, I gotta make all-inclusive content to a degree, because if I just went like super strict, just novel readers, I don't want to spoil the, like, we're about to go into arc 6. Like, I can't spoil that, but okay. Suffice to say, look, I'm going to make sure that's not the right video. I'm going to make sure that the music's on point, A1. Turn that down just like a little bit. But, oh, wow. Sorry. I didn't go back enough. Hold on. Okay. Now, we are continuing from where we left off in the chapter 46 reading. We went a little bit into chapter 47. So, just so you guys know, I'm bricked up. You're bricked up. Grab your controller. Get in that duo queue. Get your snacks too. So we can sit here and read and react to ReZero Arc 9, Chapter 47. Okay, so I'm gonna read like the previous lines just to kind of get us, because like I already knew like the hype, like I already remember the hype of where I left off. Cannot see. I cannot hear, cannot move my hands or my legs. My feet are not on the ground. Cannot breathe properly either. Am I in extraordinary discomfort? And yet, I can sense voices. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. Like it sounds like pretty solid for me, but I want to make sure that, you know what, I'm going to put this a little bit closer, just so my voice can kind of project a little bit better. A little bit. All right. Even though my senses of sight, smell, touch, taste, and most of all, sound are blocked off, there are voices. Many plentiful, innumerable voices, showering down upon me, unable to do a thing, as if I am a powerless baby thrown into the cradle of hell. Ceaselessly, bereft of intent, the tempest of voices continue to pummel me. Just as a baby would be defenselessly struck by the rain, I am being drowned in voices. At this rate, I think I would prefer to just drown and die like this. Laddie! Laddie, are you alright? You're going to be rescued now! A loud voice. It rang in my head. Amidst the numerous, countless voices, it is a voice that feels clearly directed towards me. I cannot do anything. but still can understand. The powerful voice directed towards myself. Hence, Auto Bro, grit your teeth now! Hearing that voice, a feeling of suspension arrived along with a terribly violent sound. A sound that was not a voice vibrated my eardrums and restored the means for my tightly sealed eyes to take in light. And so, I was finally able to face the owners of the voices, those who had directed their voices towards me. Really fucking sorry that it took me so long to get here. Everything's my amazing self's fault. Really fucking sorry that it took me so long to get here. Everything's my amazing self's fault. What are you saying, Garf-san? If Gar-san and everyone else hadn't come, Laddie wouldn't be strung up and even now. Ah, Laddie. Oh, wait. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think I get it. So, what Garf is saying, Frufro, or Furfru, it's not Furfru because that's the Pokemon. Frufro, she is hearing Garf's voice and translating it in her head with emotions and intent and kind of like regurgitating it or saying it back to Otto, or he's able to perceive what Garf is saying through Frufro's cognition of what Garf is saying. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's how that makes sense to me. Only like that's the only reason why they would have like the double like lined, you know. But I digress. Even now, Laddie, do you understand what I'm saying? What are you saying, Garf-san? If Gar-san and everyone else hadn't come, Laddie would still be strung up even now. Laddie, oh, or maybe he's hearing them. Maybe he's hearing them in his soul of language state, or not state, but like in that perception. But this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading. My bad. Present, there is a gold-haired boy alongside a large ground dragon with a pale blue hide. The voices that I felt are overlapping with the voices that I hear, but there is no doubt about it. The ground dragon is nestling close to me as I sit on the ground, and the boy is fiercely grabbing at my shoulders. You don't understand anything right now, eh? But that's alright. We'll get it back with everyone else. Everything my amazing self's lacking for, everyone's gonna lend their hands. Okay, I'm not gonna reread it because like, fuck, there's no fucking point. And so, Otter Bro, you just sit tight here and rest assured. I think he wanted to say that. It seemed like the boy before my eyes knows my empty self and is trying to do something about it. In all likelihood, he knows my reason why I'm empty. Bro, what the fuck? Dude, okay. Power scaling feat. This motherfucker Otto can get his fucking shit eaten and still have the level of competency to immediately break down the context of the situation within mere seconds and moments to readjust himself as to understand who he can trust and who he can't trust. That is fucking insane of a feat. Like, his cognition is at a completely different level than what the average human in ReZero should be able to. Dude, what? We're power scaling Auto right now? God fucking damn it. Fuck. What? I want to know. I want to ask him about it. Naturally, I feel inclined to do so. I do, but might there be anything I could possibly do? Or That sounds like Frufro. Might there be anything that I could possibly do? The voice that spilled from my mouth. Oh, that was him. I do not know whether or not it actually formed as a proper voice. Only seeing that. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's a combination of him perceiving what he's hearing and him trying to expel what he's hearing. But he doesn't know what language that he's speaking potentially. Whether it be like the soul of language or the language that he knows how to speak naturally. Or, well, I mean, like, I guess both can be, like, damn, dude, the fucking writing is peak. It's always been peak. Anyway. Only seeing that both the boy and the ground dragon were widening their eyes. I could tell that my words had been conveyed. To be honest, I do not understand anything. Do not. But there is just one thing I can say. I am grateful that they rescued me from that cradle of hell. Above all, when you guys speak to me with such earnest voices, of course, I will want to respond accordingly. That's... Hearing my words, the boy and the ground dragon opened their eyes wide, and as their breaths and voices synced up, they spoke. Just like you, laddie. Just like ya, Otto, bro. At those voices, I began thinking of myself before I became empty. A smile coming over my face, directed towards whoever did this to me. It was a smile as if to say, you have been bested. "12 minutes in and this shit is absolute fucking cinema, bro. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, what? What the fuck am I reading right now? Hiya! Delivered alongside the loud carillon of a silver bell was a powerful kick in contrast to its lightness. Gripping the handle of her morning star, Rem bore witness to that satisfactory overcome of her efforts. Using magically crafted footholds of ice as practical disturbances, she had drawn the attention of the opponents upwards, successfully supporting Amelia. Of course, if it had been possible, she would have preferred victory to have been decided through the affectionate iron ball that Subaru had continued to polish, but she must not be too greedy. Subaru had also taken things step by step with Rem in the Empire. If Subaru had been impatient, and instead had pressed Rem with everything being about me. Back then, it might not have been just his fingers, but his arms and legs that would have gotten broken as well. She's thinking about when she broke his fucking fingers when bro first started looping. Like, I think we're gonna get a better Rem than Arc 2 Rem. This Rem is getting set up to be the best version of Rem, and in that case, I can only stand for it. Anyway, now that her memories had returned, even just the thought that she would ever enact such violence on a Subaru was enough to make her faint. But Rem herself recognized that it was entirely possible for her to have done so, given her state of mind at the time. Hence, it was important to do everything step by step, in the proper order. It was the same with cooking. Even though she was relatively proficient at cooking, Rem had a bad habit of disregarding that principle when it came to anything else. Ah, more insight to her impatientness. And when it came to bad habits, she had another. Must not jump to conclusions. God damn it, this shit is fucking peak. It's peak. Bro. Peak. We are about 15 minutes in. I'm going to take a sip of like my water, but damn it, Rem. The writing, Tape has not slowed down in any way, shape, or form. Dude. Has not slowed down at all. Dude, Rem, still best girl. I mean, low-key. Okay. Low-key. Question of the video. Question of the day. Because, like, I might upload, like, another video, like, later. Question of the video. Who do you guys think has been, and I already know the answer, has been the MVP of the season as far as the top contenders for best girl? Amelia, Rem, Petra. Do we even give a fourth? Do we give a fourth? I'm gonna give a fourth. Make sure you check the community tab for me putting like the actual post. Make sure you drop a comment letting me know who is your MVP of this season as far as like the 4 best girls. I'm gonna make like an actual separate community post for this. I can't wait to see what y'all say. I already know who mine is. And not gonna surprise too many people anyway. So the reason why she would quickly always be convinced that something was settled and thus relax her efforts was due to a lack of imagination. The one who had preached to Rem that ceasing one's thoughts was wrong had also taught her, when she had been bereft of memories, how to determine her heart. Priscilla. Bitch, at first I thought that was like a Rem, like a Rom, quote, but I was like, that sounds like a little too wise for Rom. One who had preached to Rem that ceasing one's thoughts was wrong had also taught her, when she had been bereft of memories, how to determine her heart. Priscilla. This is what I fucking love about, like, one of the many things I love about ReZero. Even after a character's death, they can be incredibly impactful and prevalent to the modern story and what's happening. What the fuck, dude? Dude, leave a like if you guys, dude, if you guys have been enjoying this reading so far, if you guys have been enjoying Arc 9, chapter 47, or just Arc 9 in general, leave a like, comment why, let me know, like, engage with the video. Like, the more you guys engage, the more I want to keep getting shit out to you guys. So please keep going. Even if it's just saying like, hi, bro, the engagement is there. I love it. Even if she was gone, her teachings yet lived on. And so long as those teachings kept Rem alive, they would remain so. That was why. You're joking! When Amelia raised a voice of astonishment, Rem had not ceased her thoughts. Directly below, Amelia rose up to deliver a kick within the blind spot of Ao and his shinobi, and her ice-clad foot ought to have struck him with spine-shattering force. But Ao had protected against that, covering himself and his partner with a box of stone. He had done so. That's what Ram-san was talking about. The efficacy of turning back time. Rem had judged it to be so. For a split-second defensive maneuver, that which covered his entire body had been far too flawless in order to use magic. What was required was a mental image of the effects and the construction of the technique. If either was lacking, magic would not take form. And the more complex the endeavor being attempted, the longer it would take to conceive a mental image of its effect. That which Ao had performed was born of a mental image far too certain in regards to a surprise attack from his blind spot. Even though she understood the principle behind it in her head, Rem once again bit down on the inside of her cheek upon witnessing that cheek technique. To begin with, Ao's authority had already proven it was capable of sidestepping even Reinhardt. Even if they continued to attack like this, Would he not just continue to evade everything? Such negative thoughts were... Rem! Just as she began spiraling into negative thoughts, Amelia's holler snapped her out of it. Across the rocky box that had emerged mid-air, Amelia and Rem crossed gazes. Unlike Rem, who was overwhelmed by the threat of the authority, a powerful glint was housed within Amelia's amethyst eyes that gave her heart. A strength flaring returning to her own eyes. The invigoration of her horn by the way of her Oni's form swelled Rem's entire body with vitality. Plummeting through the sky, 30 seconds had already elapsed since the battle had commenced. Damn! What allowed for that to be accurately measured were the marks engraved into the large rock visible far to the rear. An enormous fissure in the land that existed within the Kararagi city-states, the Agzad Canyon, had a difference in elevation of 5,000 meters from the surface to the deepest part of the valley, and the time it took to descend. Sorry, I was locked in. To descend all the way was around 100 seconds. Markings had been engraved beforehand along the rock face for intervals of every 10 seconds, and they were currently passing the third. 70 seconds remained until they hit rock bottom. We're still just getting started. Amelia and Rem's voices overlapped. Oh my god. This is cinema. This is cinema, bro. Dude, two of the best girls fucking fighting in tandem, fucking fighting together, almost like, oh my god. No, okay, I'm calling it right now. Amelia and Rem? No, bro, they're catching Al. They're catching Al. They're scooping him up. Scoop. They're getting like a fucking nice sized little teaspoon, but like he's the entire fucking cup of pudding, and somehow, some way, they're able to like rim that shit, no diddy, scoop up the entire thing and hold it on just like a teaspoon. This is them. This is Amelia and Rem working in tandem. Both trying to save Suru. Come on now. No. This shit's gonna be cinema. When this shit's animated, like when I'm like fucking like 100 years old and I'm like on my deathbed, like bro, this shit's gonna be so fucking fire, bro. I'm telling. Oh my god. Please, White Fox, hire the best people. Vincent Chancer, please. Okay. All right. Enough spazzing. I'm just taking this stuff into like account for like what's actually happening in real time. This shit is fucking gas. This is gas, bro. Okay. God damn it, bro. I can already see that, like, just seeing like Amelia swoop in, then like Rem swoop in, like we're still, and then like getting started, and then like Rem. Come on, dude. This is a fucking peak. I'm sorry I've been keeping y'all like from my reactions for so long. God damn it. All right. Rem greatly bent her body, and Amelia, spinning around, produced mallets of ice in both her hands. In that moment, the Morning Star was fired like a cannonball, and the ice hammers were unleashed on both sides whilst clad in a powerful wind, pulverizing the stone box that Al and his accomplice had enclosed themselves in. Fragments of stone scattered alongside a thunderous crash, and the enemies, split up between the top and bottom, fiercely commenced their attacks onto Rem and Amelia. Al headed for Amelia, and for Rem came the red-haired shinobi. The parallel. So like if Ye is obsessed and like enthralled with Al in a similar way that Rem is, it makes sense that like that Rem is fighting like the fucking fake copy. Like it's like, oh, the red-haired girl with long red-haired girl versus like the who's like a maid shinobi versus like the demon shinobi. Come on, this shit, dude, this shit doesn't write itself. You know who writes it? Tape. No, put respect on his name. Tape Nagatsuki. That's who writes it. Anyway, back to like the good shit. No, you're also... Indeed, I'm Al-sama's helpful all-purpose maid. And it's the same fucking quote. I didn't even read that. That's REM designation in regards to Subaru-kun. Oh my god, this shit is big. This is too shonen. This is too like it is too good for like just like literally embodying like anime cliches. Like god fucking damn it, bro. Like no fucking way. Putting a halt on the stalemate of the putting a halt on the statement of the non-shinobi red-haired maid. No, of the woman who called herself Ye. Rem pulled back her iron ball with her right hand and moved to slam her mighty left arm into Ye as she flew towards her. Okay, in my opinion, based on like the abilities of both, I feel like Ye's iron threads are very strong against Rem, because she's like a pseudo like melee like fighter. But the reason why I say strong and not overwhelming is because Rem fights at range and she can greatly increase her durability, stamina, speed, like fucking power, like everything by going Super Saiyan, by turning into like her transformation state. Like I wonder if there's anything beyond, like, dude, if they have something beyond just like getting the horn out, if they have like an actual physical transformation, then Rem is gonna be like my favorite female character in all of fiction. Like I mean, she already like basically is, but if she gets like a true Oni transformation, oh my, okay, that she was just now unlocking, like oh my god. But like to be fair, she would have pulled it out against like Betelgeuse, but I digress. But Ye stopped mid-air through some unnatural braking mechanism and evaded it. At a glance, she sent a thread from her backhand to connect to Ao, using exquisite tension and flexibility to halt her movement, before a shimmer shot from her other hand towards Rem's neck. Huma! Intuiting the incoming threat, Rem's spinal reflex guarded her vitals by forming a collar of ice. Okay, she's a titan, bitch! As soon as the thread attached itself to the collar, she removed her head from it, avoiding decapitation. Yo, Rem's kinda nice though. No. I want y'all to put respect on Rem's name. Y'all better put fucking respect on Rem's combat abilities. Cause like, yo, she's like fucking 0 for like 3. But that doesn't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't fucking matter. Cause like, here's the thing. She was put up against like some of the strongest motherfuckers of the current of said arc. Disproportionately so by herself. Like she had to basically 1v1 Beetlejuice and all of his squad. Then she had to fight. Well, she fought alongside like Subaru, everybody else, the white whale, immaculate, barely took any substantial damage, right? Then we get her like leaving, and bro, she gets fucking countered by like arguably the strongest Sin Archbishop being Regulus, and then fucking Gluttony. Put respect on my girl's name, bro. She be out here. Dude, she is stronger than y'all think. Put some fucking respect on her name, bro. She's not losing to fodder like this. But I digress. Sorry, I had to turn up. There's a baby girl right there. I'm sorry. Let me fix my anyway, you guys know this. Anyway, so just as Rem survived through quick judgment, she veered the rising iron ball towards targeting Ye's back, the latter having raised her eyebrows slightly. However, as the iron ball approached Ye from behind, she evaded precisely as if she had eyes on the back of her head. As Rem expressed astonishment whilst catching the iron ball that had barely missed on its return path, Ye stuck out her tongue. It's reflected in your eyes, you know. Momentarily enraged by that provocation, Rem accepted a scolding from the Katya in her heart, nodding in agreement with the imaginary Katya as she clamored like a cat. Idiot! That's exactly what your opponent wants. Rem praised the talents of an enemy capable of utilizing what was reflected in their opponent's eyes. In that case, kindly strain those eyes well. With those words, she took the retrieved iron ball of her morning star and covered it in layers and layers and layers of ice, doubling and doubling and doubling its mass, and hurled down a lump of ice around 10 meters in diameter. God damn! What? She's powering up! Oh my god, bro! The Rem Glade. Wait, I gotta get Rem. Nah. Baby girl, where are you? Where are you, please? No! No! Rem, where is she? No. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Come on now. Oh my god, Rem. Okay. Bro. Y'all gotta put some fucking respect on my girl Rem's name right now. What the fuck? This is the chapter I decided to stop at before like fucking mass covering this shit. I'm fucking dumb. God damn it. Fuck. Dude, hurl down a lump of ice around 10 meters in diameter. Bro, that's the size of like the fucking Titans they were fighting in fucking Attack on Titan. Anyway. Maybe my provocation was a little too effective. The roaring iceberg slayed all wind in its approach. And as Ye, her voice quivering, furiously waved her hands around. She chiseled, notched, and carved away at the morning ice block star, fragmenting its mass over and over and over again to stop it. Ultimately, stripped naked from the ice, all that remained was the bare iron ball, and as it hurled right at her chest, she caught it with a web of threads, dispersing the impact as it forcefully shot her downwards. What awaited her down there? This time, unlike the royal capital, I won't let you get away. Though normally, if you do that, I just end up running off with the wind. As Amelia and Al clashed against each other, they traded blows in the form of weapons and words. In their vicinities, each had floating ornaments of ice and stone respectively, and they both continued to promptly grab any of the weapons next to them, wielding them with no concern for their surroundings as they bashed them against each other. Yeah, Toria, hiya, huya, Toria, take. Contrary to her cute war cries, Amelia's offense did not leave any room for breathers. However, for all the swords, spears, and axes that rained down upon Al, he parried with his own axes, spears, and swords, and continued to pull through. As Amelia utilized acrobatic movements to enact her incessant offense, Al met her every blow with weapons at the shortest distance possible, successfully defending against it. Likely, that was also the effect of turning back time. Once an attack landed, he would return to before it landed, and then place his weapon over the spot it had landed. Rinse and repeat. Ow, Summer! After being spiked down by Rem, of course, Ye arrived at the scene of the back and forth combat. Realizing that she had blundered by temporarily creating a 2-on-1 situation, Rem too attempted to increase her falling speed by using a foothold. Nay, Emilia-sama! Instead of catching up herself, Rem passed instantaneous judgment and tinkered with the angle of the iron ball she had sent down there. Although Ye had dispersed its impact, the iron ball still plummeted with her at a constant speed. And as if carrying Subaru's spirit, who had polished it, it flew towards Emilia to aid her in her predicament. Then, just before a joint attack from Al and Ye could strike her, Emilia was caught by the chains. Urina! Using the foothold she had made a moment prior, not to launch herself off of, but to brace herself, she fished Emilia up with the chains that had caught her. As Emilia was lifted up between Al and Ye as they were about to reconvene, the two factions regrouped into divisions of Upper Sky and Lower Sky. Thank you. You're really strong. You're welcome. The feeling is mutual. God, dude, like this is like fucking Sasageo type shit, bro. God damn it. Like I gotta put Rem on this side so I can like use my other hand. Anyway, sorry. I had to make sure like the thing was going. Anyway, grabbing the hand of Emilia, who had been elevated to the same position, Rem was impressed by the enemy's strength. Originally, Rem and Emilia were supposed to be responsible solely for Al, so Ye's participation here was incredibly troublesome. Not only did she divide their forces, she was also incredibly skilled herself. Moreover, being together with Al was not just an addition to her strength, it served as multiplication. Indeed, just like myself and that person. Hey yo, it's nothing to see here, just me and Rem, just doing our thing. Just now, did you say something about Subaru? Apologies. That is a matter for after this is finished. Oh my god, this chapter is so good. This chapter is what, dude? It's called Voice. This chapter is so good, bro. Responding. This chapter is so good. What the fuck? I hope you guys have been enjoying like my fucking ramblings, interactions, and like reading this chapter. Oh my god, it's so good. Responding so to the wide-eyed Emilia, Rem ascertained that they were passing another marking on the rock face. That 60 seconds remained until they landed at the bottom and firmly grit their teeth. Her thoughts from just earlier were correct. Ye was formidable and made even stronger when Al was with her. In order to do something about that, split them up, Emilia-sama. So many parallels. Because like Subaru is like way stronger with Rem. He like arguably I'd say he's stronger with Rem than he is with Beatrice. And I know you are gonna come at me in the comments saying like, oh my god, yeah, he gets so many more abilities when he's with Beatrice. But like his emotional support is fucking Rem, bro. Beatrice didn't protect him in Arc 6 from going mentally insane almost going mentally insane. It was Rem. And even though he got reset to 0, he still overcame that shit with no memories. But it was because of Rem. Stand up. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like that, bro. Come on now. Dude, no. Give me like a valid argument. Come on now. Don't look at me like. Don't look at me like that, chat. Don't look at me like that, chat. I know I'm a Rem stan. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't like talking shit. I'm just like having fun. I hope you guys are like aren't taking it too seriously. I'm just talking shit. Anyway. Yes, do it with me. Holding hands, they raise up their opposite hands. Emilia's Emilia's empty, and Rem's with a weapon, directing them towards the path, the pair directed below. Ow! You, oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Bro, I thought she was about to be like, okay, ow! And then she was like, yay, but like, it was like, ow, Huma, bitch! They're using manifested joint mat. All right, we gotta get the shot. We gotta get the shot. This is the thumbnail. I'm sorry. It's gotta be the thumbnail. This is pure cinema, bro. This is pure cinema. Nah. Like that's actually fucking crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. Damn it. I picked like the best time to pick this shit back up. As the two types of Huma intermingled, ice began to appear in the air whilst a creaking sound perforated the atmosphere. Of course, were they to simply attack by hurling pebbles, it would only be a repeat of failures up to this point. So, to prevent that from happening, rather than focusing on how the ice came out, they plotted where it would emerge. Obstructed by the expanding ice, the sound of tongue clicking within a helmet was inaudible. Yet, judging from the results alone, there was no doubt that he had indeed clicked his tongue. The mass of ice produced by Rem and Emilia, a thin, level sheet of ice, was wedged between Al and Ye, one below and the other above, thus preventing their reconvergence. While maintaining the sturdiness of the ice sheet, it had been stretched to a disc of around 30 meters in diameter. It would have been a Herculean task for them to get through it and reunite while falling. And furthermore, since it had been made flat, the threads could not carve through it either. Alsa! Yay! Hold out for a bit long. Wait. Sorry. Alsa! Yay! Hold out for a bit! Facing each other across the ice sheet, Al ordered Ye from below. What sort of state of mind Ye had arrived at after receiving that was something Rem understood quite distinctly. Rem was participating in this battle for the sake of Subaru, and so, for the same reason, Ye was. Rem was participating in this battle for the sake of Subaru, and so, for the same reason, Ye was. When someone precious puts their hopes in you, it sets you alight with motivation. You're wrong. With a curt response to Rem's understanding, Ye folded her knees and spun her body, going barefoot. The enormity of the ice sheet resulted in significantly more air resistance, bringing their falling speed to a limit. As Ye landed atop that ice, Rem and Emilia were perched to her front and back, as if piercing her. Barefoot as she was, each of Ye's 10 white toes were equipped with a ring. Once again, magic is quite troublesome. I'm grateful to the teaching of the village elder. Thank you so very much for the praise. My mentor was quite an astounding personage after all. Same for me. I was always being told, you're learning so quickly, Leah. That's the same way they raised me at the village. So you must also be quite the genius, Emilia-sama. With a bitter smile and a shrug, Ye glanced between Emilia and Rem before before prefacing with, "So you see, the fact that I'm even here means y'all's plans have failed. Valsama will come rushing over here before long. So why don't you omit the feudal exchanges and just have you two surrender?" We can't do that. Sure, it was quite the surprise that you were together with him, but Rem and Emilia-sama aren't playing around either. Besides, if you are counting on the Divine Dragon-sama, it won't be coming. Our lord is the one serving as its opponent after all. This is against the Divine Dragon, you know. Aren't you expecting a bit too much? So, you were not expecting anything from Al? As Ye inclined her head, it seemed as if Amelia's question had pierced her directly. Holding her breath. This shit is so good. What the This shit is so good. This is this is easily gonna be like one of my favorite chapters of like this phase of this arc. Maybe one of my favorite chapters of like arc 9. God damn it. This is crazy. Ye then released it, straining her white fingers and toes as she readied herself. Rem retracted her iron ball to her hands, and Emilia gripped beautiful twin blades of ice, glancing down at the sheet of ice, the distance with Ao. Subject to lesser air resistance as he was, continued to widen rapidly. After all, Ao was having Ye buy time for him. Emilia-sama, Alice. Yes, I know. We really have to hurry. Reaching an understanding in just a short exchange, Rem harbored an out-of-place sentimentality. She had never conceived of being so in sync with Emilia like this before. Such was her sentimentality. Setting aside Rem's inner feelings, the trio atop the ice silently roused their fighting spirits. Crimson Sakura, Ye Tenzin, the Witch of Glaciation, Emilia. You're not, come on now. Come on now, dude. Come on. Come on now. Setting aside Rem's inner feelings, the trio atop the ice silently roused their fighting spirits. Crimson Sakura, Ye Tenzin, the Witch of Glaciation, Emilia, the Hero's Confidant. Sorry, I fucked it up. I was so bereft of all of like my sit.
The hero's confidant, Rem.
Finishing their introductions, Rem and Amelia immediately charged towards Ye across the ice. As Ye bent her knees and ducked down, 20 dancing threads shot from her appendages, and while those clashed against chains and magic, Rem, in order to reach Al below the ice, challenged the one blocking the path, the Crimson Sakura. Yeah! That was not like a good Rem, like, yeah, okay. Howling a battle cry, Rem was not bluffing or putting up a strong front. She wholeheartedly believed that Rem and their allies, who were taking on Gluttony and other foes, as well as Roswell and Klein, who were dealing with the ultimate threat of the Divine Dragon, would all fulfill their respective duties. For that purpose, right now, she would defeat Ye, who stood before her, and reach Al. Passing another marking, there now remained 50 seconds until they reached the floor of the Agzad Canyon. As she plummeted below, Al trained his gaze upon that beautifully tempestuous clash atop the ice. I don't think you'll lose, but don't forget, Alter. After all, there's something I need you to do no matter what. Is it to stop Satella? Or quell Satella? Or is it to help Heinkel? Good questions. Let me know, guys, like if you guys like understand or think that you can guess what he may be referring to. If you have already read ahead and that's already revealed, give me like some light, like don't give me like a spoiler, but just kind of like maybe think about some shit in the comments, but I digress. That voice whispered only within his own mouth, never reached those atop the ice. Aldebaran, who had betrayed the sun and his henchmen. The battle against the scoundrels who were fully capable of pulling the trigger on the world's collapse. The bouts against Gluttony in the mountains and Aldebaran at the Agzad Canyon both transitioned to their next stages. Naturally, the same applied to the third bout, forecasted to the most rigorous. By the authority of the Witch of Tristitia, newly born into this world, the battlefield had shifted to a rocky region where collateral damage was of no concern. There, the one extolled as the guardian of the kingdom, the divine dragon Volcanica, the usurper who had bent that almighty dragon husk to their will, now faced confrontation by its rightful dragonkin. It was a battle in which all fighters were concealing tremendous power, further ravaging the rocky wasteland that was already not more than sand and stone, into a place where nobody would ever dare set foot. Unmistakably, those who had been the scars of war forecasted for such a battle against the divine dragon. However, vision blurred, consciousness hazy, ringing in the ears, transcending noises to end up as silence, limbs bereft of strength, unsure if both were properly still attached to the body. Each frail breath brought pain akin to being struck by a flash of lightning from head to toe, likely a sign that fractured bones were tearing up the insides of the body all throughout. Thinking to that extent, they realized that they had collapsed face down on the hard, rocky ground. Upon realizing one thing about their current state, others' realizations quickly followed. Evidenced by the ground's violent tremors, the sensation of the sky bursting asunder, and the faint shift in the scent of the atmosphere. The environment had undergone a tremendous upheaval. So not long had passed since they had collapsed to the ground. A minute? 30 seconds? 5 seconds, Master. Report. They were bestowed with an exact answer to their question. However, they lacked the leeway
the even curve there, their lips into a wry smile. The other party had not extended a response either. Nay, it was simply that they were not in a position where they could afford to be placing expectations. The tremors of the ground, the bursting of the sky, and the upheaval of the atmosphere, all were caused by that tactful other party and their opponent. The battle between dragon and dragonkin ravaged the world as though it were a natural cataclysm, reshaping it through feats of strength. Off to the side of that battle, not merely half dead, but rather 9/10 dead, they lay collapsed. No longer could they even hear voices properly. The life of Roswell L. Mathers flickered like a candle flame before the wind.
Holy shit. This is one of the best fucking chapters of this entire arc. Oh my god. I was on the edge of my seat, bro. No shot. I'm gonna read like 5 comments. Never have I ever seen a comment section in which practically all the hate comments were the same guy pretending to be multiple different comments talking about having a set. Okay, sure. I haven't seen it yet. It's sad that any Rem and Amelia is not allowed. Huh? Sad that any Rem and Amelia is not allowed. I guess we're only what? Rem is a sex pest and Amelia is a dunderhead. Yeah, you know what? Like, the comments are fucking retarded. Like, the people who made these comments, they're fucking retarded. A lot of you guys are fucking stupid. I'm like, look, I'm not one of those people who are just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like super like chill and like oh, I'm gonna like watch my like, dude, you get like a lot of these comments are fucking stupid. If you guys are trolling, sure, like I'm gonna waste the breath to acknowledge. Come on now, this art, dude, this fucking art, dude, my shit's currently this color, bro. But no, like, dude, like, fuck the retards who are making like the troll comments. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like I'm reading it, but like I'm acknowledging it as I go. But like, god damn it. Okay, we're gonna read the beginning of ReZero Arc 9, Chapter 48, The Ultimate Life. No, get the fuck out of here, you fucking shadow fucking. Come on now. Okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna read like just like the finishing passage of that. Okay.
Roswell and Kleinson say they can do it, so why not let them handle it?
At the tactical briefing, whilst the Autobusters were deliberating over who should confront the divine dragon Volcanica, it was Amelia's remarks that ultimately served as the decisive blow. Amelia's decisions to entrust the battlefield to them without demanding a detailed explanation was not reckless impulsiveness. It was rooted in genuine trust, and for that, Roswell felt both admiration and gratitude towards her. The situation was what it was. Even if his long-planned schemes were to be somewhat derailed, Roswell was at least half prepared for the moment he would have to reveal Klein's origins. That was the identity of the divine dragon's dragonkin. Ooh. But if we're going to talk about that, it would inevitably invoke touching upon the matter of our contract as well. Oh. Naturally, Roswell knew very well whose Dragonkin Klein really was, welcoming him into the Mathers household as a servant regardless. Of course, this was not due to his exceptional abilities as a steward, but rather because he believed his presence would prove to be useful. The long-cherished desire that Roswell must fulfill no matter what. He believed Klein to be indispensable to that purpose. Even if you were to reveal it, I doubt it would change any of their stances. Advice. As Roswell kept trying to remain quiet on this matter, Klein, as one in the know, made such a proposal.
There was no reason to stubbornly deny him. In fact, Roswaal shared his view. Even if Roswaal's circumstances were to be revealed, it would likely not change the attitudes of Amelia or the rest of the camp. Still, Roswaal's inability to reveal any details was simply in his nature. And just like that, we've hit an hour. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm sorry for like the deliberation and like dude, I was super into this dude. This chapter was so good. This chapter was so fucking good. Like chapter 47, like I'm about to upload this like immediately. Like I'm probably uploading this shit same day, but like if not, like I want you guys to know this shit is absolutely magnificent. I can't wait to here, I'm gonna go to just me so I can see how many more chapters we got ahead. I do also have like some other things. Oh, other things up. What is this? This is arc 9. Oh, this is 5. What the fuck? Yeah. ちょっと待っていてくださいよ. Okay. Wait, no, there's definitely more. I just didn't refresh the page. My bad. Okay. Oh, I'm not that far ahead. Okay. So the next chapter is just Magician. All right, this has been your boy Zero, aka Black Noski Subaru. You already know what to do. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, share it with your homies. Hit the notification bell as well on that subscription just so you can make sure that you stay updated on when I make videos, content, go live, and all the good crazy shit. We have a fucking Discord. Go check the Discord below. Please go check it out. Only because if you guys do like the ReZero content and you want to yap with more people who are just as into the ReZero content, if not making more content on the ReZero shit, go into the Discord. Links in the description below. I love you guys. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Look out for a lot more ReZero content coming very, very soon because we're gonna start to cover some season 4 arc 6 content. Not in like a spoilery way, but like in like I'm gonna make sure that y'all know to be hyped for this. Anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all the next time. Until next time, peace.